Okay, we're here with
Andrea.
Andrea. Pleasure to meet you today. I know this is extremely random, but I'm glad that you took the time to talk to me today. Really appreciate you. So, Andrea, if I was to ask you, or if a stranger came up to you and said, "What is Bitcoin?" what would you say?
So it is a non-fungible token type of.
Yeah, non-fungible token.
It's an
Okay.
EFT, right? So what does EFT stand for?
Yeah, electronically traded fund.
Okay, electronic traded
Okay, you know some things.
I'm trying to
Okay, that's
remember.
awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so if somebody asked you, would you be interested in buying Bitcoin versus buying gold or silver, what would you say?
So I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm pretty conservative.
Okay.
And I'm still at the very beginning of my investment life in a way in
Yeah.
education. So just because I want to play it safe, I would just do probably stocks and gold right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure about Bitcoin. It's also extremely expensive.
Okay. Okay. So, great start. So here's the thing with Bitcoin, most people are looking at that big price, right? They're saying, okay, at 65K, do I really have $65,000 to invest in something that I know absolutely nothing about, right? Well, here's the great thing about Bitcoin. Not only can you buy just $1 worth of Bitcoin, every Bitcoin is highly divisible. Each Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million pieces.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, right? But it's designed that way so that the entire world can use it. So, Bitcoin is a digital currency, right? Stocks are centralized, but Bitcoin is decentralized. So let me ask you this. If you could have bought gold, let's just say hypothetically in 1972, when it was $30 an ounce, right? And now it's, do you know how much gold is?
No.
If you took a guess, what would you say it is?
200?
$5,000 to $6,000 per ounce.
Okay, I'm really off.
It's all good. It's all good. This is educational, right? So here's the thing. 50 years had to pass, right, for a $30 ounce of gold for it to turn into a $5,000 almost profit, right? With Bitcoin, it's only been around 17 years. And if you would have invested just $1 in Bitcoin 17 years ago, do you know how many Bitcoins that would have bought you? Take a guess.
I don't know how to make that calculation, but I think at this point, if you had bought one Bitcoin 17 years ago, you probably have like 2 million worth of
Okay, so this is how we're going to do it.
Bitcoin.
Check this out. Being that Bitcoin was a fraction of a penny
Okay.
17 years ago,
Yeah.
that means that $1 literally would have bought you 1,000 Bitcoins.
Okay.
Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane. So if we do the math, if you had held that $1 investment in Bitcoin for 17 years and not spent any of it, how much money do you think that would be worth today?
So $1 would have bought you what? 1,000 Bitcoin?
1,000 Bitcoins.
And now it's one Bitcoin is 65,000.
Yes.
65 million. Ay ay ay.
Excellent math. Look at you. So that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane.
That's-
17 years ago, though, nobody knew about Bitcoin.
Nobody knew.
It was very, I don't know, like
Only
it was
geeks
a
knew about it.
well-kept secret.
Yeah. It was like
And-
nerds and geeks and computer people that were like the only ones that really knew about it.
Yeah, that would have been a great investment.
It would have been a great investment.
I agree.
Now, most people think that they missed out on the opportunity of Bitcoin. But I'm going to prove to you by the end of this conversation in 2 minutes that you haven't missed out on it.
Okay.
Okay, so watch this. 3 reasons why you should buy Bitcoin. Number 1, you can never be taxed on Bitcoin if you do it right. Because when you buy an asset, as long as you don't sell it, you're not taxed. Bitcoin's the only asset that allows you to do that, though. When you buy a house, you're taxed on your house. When you buy a car, you're taxed on your car. But when you buy Bitcoin and you hold on to it for a long period of time, you're not taxed on it because when you want to sell some of it, instead of selling it, you don't sell it, you leverage it. You take a loan against it. That's what the rich people do. When they have assets, they take loans against those assets. They leverage those assets, right? So an asset that you can buy for just $1 that could turn into what was it, $65 million? Crazy work. Took 17 years to do, but most of us have kids, most of us have family that we want to pass something down to. So why not buy an asset that you're slowly buying into, small amounts, doesn't have to be a bunch of money, but you just let it sit and it's gonna grow in exponential value over time.
Yeah, I think I can't speak for a lot of people, but speaking for myself, people don't like to take risks,
Absolutely.
and the fact that it's decentralized comes with both pros and cons.
Absolutely.
Like, one of the pro is look at this growth that nobody can control,
Right.
but at the same time, the flow cannot be controlled or predicted or in some ways protected. So I feel that people might be fearing that their assets are not as well protected as other
Yeah.
more centralized assets, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if it's correct. I'm just thinking that that's what people
And
go
that's,
off of.
you're absolutely right. That's exactly what people are thinking. They're thinking in a traditional sense because that's all that's ever been available to them, right? There's never been anything outside of stocks and gold and silver and oil, right? Those are the traditional things that have always been here because they were created by who? Men. They created those things to profit, right? They didn't make those things because they wanted to help us. They made those things because they were like, hey, we need these things and we're going to make a bunch of money off these things, right? That's why we have all these big corporations that have billions and trillions of dollars. And then we're here working hard to be able to purchase these things, right?
Fair.
So with Bitcoin, again, when you buy small amounts of it and hold on to it, here's the reason why you can still benefit. Because even though Bitcoin's at $65,000 right now, there's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever exist. And the crazy thing about that, out of that 21 million, already 20 million of them have already been purchased.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
There's still something out there.
There's still something out there. And out of that million that's available, only a few thousand are even available for purchase. So here's the thing. Tesla, SpaceX, Elon Musk, Michael Saylor, which he is the billionaire that owns Strategy. Strategy is a Bitcoin holding corporation. The American government, China, almost any nation that you could think of is all stockpiling Bitcoin. Why do you think that is?
I guess they see a value in it.
Yeah, it's got to be a value there if there's governments purchasing this asset, right? If they're stockpiling this asset and they're not telling you about it, they're not telling you to buy it, don't you think that there's something there's maybe something there?
I don't know. I feel that logic could be checked a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think there are a lot of other assets in the society that specific part of the population benefits from, and it's just they would especially benefit from more if everyone bought into them, but not everyone benefits equally. So I don't know what kind of situation this is,
Right.
to be honest.
I feel you on that. So I love your honesty. Here's the thing with Bitcoin. It was created by somebody named Satoshi Nakamoto, right? This founder, the guy that created this thing, he disappeared. He vanished. No one even knows who this person is. He's never been discovered.
Anonymous.
He's anonymous, right? He created this thing for the world. He actually wrote a message in the first Bitcoin transaction basically saying that he created it because of the bank bailout of 2009. Do you remember? No, 2008. Do you remember in 2008 when the big banks were bailed out by the government and what that did to the housing market, how a lot of people lost their homes? A lot of people, I mean, we already know. We're not talking about it. We know what happened. Do you remember that?
Yes, the big crisis.
The big
2008.
crisis. So this guy had been working on this system, this new system, Bitcoin, and he released it. And if you go and you Google it, just go type in what Satoshi Nakamoto put in the first transaction. He literally said that he created this for the entire world to have a new system of money, which is just phenomenal because when he created it, it had no value. Who would have known that this system would be a system that could actually globally run in a decentralized manner without permission? It's permissionless. It can't be shut down. It can't be stopped. Did you know that even if we had a war and half of the planet was destroyed, the other half of the planet that still has computers running would still be running that Bitcoin software?
I can imagine, yeah. It's a good
What
question.
bank can say that?
I don't have the knowledge to tell you this.
Not
But
many
I'm pretty
can.
sure banks are resourceful as well.
They are very resourceful. Okay, and I really appreciate your time, and she has to go. And do you have social media?
Yes, I'll write it for you.
Do you want to shout it out?
No.
Okay, she's private. That's okay. But we greatly appreciate your time today.
Absolutely.
Thank
It
you
was
so
great
much.
meeting
That
you.
was
Thanks
awesome.
for the good questions.
Thank